Come with us where the corn is popped and the throwback Thursdays never stop. It's a magical land not far away. All you have to do is just press play. So hop on the couch and close your eyes. Gonna party like it's 99. Join us, watch the movies of our lives with Blockbuster Wives.
Welcome to Blockbuster Wives, where your two favorite 90s babies talk about movies from the era of a certain blue and yellow video rental store. I'm your host with the most late fees, Shea Baby.
And this is Stacy, not always kind, but always rewinds. And you're listening to
Blockbuster
Blockbuster
Wives.
Wives. I loved your
Ta-da.
passion for certain
I know, now I'm like
blue
doing
and
a
yellow
certain
video
thing.
rental store. We're in the pointing portion of our day.
In our
You
day,
mean business.
if we're recording multiple episodes in a day, spoiler alert, we at some point get very
We
pointy.
get very confrontational.
Should we? I think we need to pause. Hold on.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
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 Sick.
Just want to make sure you were cool, big dog.
Yeah, we're in the building with our producer,
That's
DJ
right.
Munchausen.
DJ
Anthony.
Mojo.
He's wearing his Blockbuster Wives producer hoodie. I don't know, he might be a little camera shy, but I think it'd be pretty fucking cool.
I think it'd be sick.
if
I
he
think it'd
just
actually make our.
gave you guys there it is.
Oh my god, rare sighting! Oh my god, this is so exciting.
Yay! I wish I had
Yay.
like a confetti gun.
We're gonna insert that clip into every episode now. And here's our
the hidden
DJ
Anthony.
Munchausen.
Oh, it's
Exactly.
gone.
Oh, this is a
We're
fun.
in the
This is
dark
already
ages.
fun and
We're
fresh.
like in a rave, baby.
We are young. We are free.
We are. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wait. How does that song? Wait. Oh, yeah. We're all right. That's the first song that plays.
Oh.
We're the kids in America.
Whoa.
We're the kids in America.
Whoa. Yeah, that's a hint for our movie we're doing. In
Mm.
case you didn't know,
Mm-hmm.
it's Clueless.
But first, before we get into the movie, I want to ask you about your French lessons.
Okay, and just before we do that,
Yeah.
again, welcome to Megast. This is
Yeah,
Megan's
Megast.
Patreon month of movies that turn into TV shows.
So smart.
Very excited. Great theme. Okay,
Such a great theme.
lay it on me.
I'm excited to know because you've been talking about how you wanted to learn French for a while.
Yeah.
And now she and her husband, Brent, friend of the pod, love that guy
Husband
to
of
death.
the pod.
Husband of the pod, brother of the pod. Yeah, they just decided they went to France and then decided to take French lessons after, which is so
Yeah, it's
fucking
one of those
cool.
hashtags goes to France once moments. But we loved it so much that we're going back in November for
What?
Thanksgiving. And so we thought it'd be fun to do French lessons. I took 2 semesters in undergrad, so like I know basic ass shit, but it's been a really long time since I've had to use it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Brent's first time learning it whatsoever. And y'all, if you don't know this, UNLV has classes designed for adults who like don't want to like show up on a Monday and Wednesday for 3 hours and pay $1 million. It's once a week, couple hours. It's $200 for the whole 8-week class. The
Wow.
quote unquote textbook is like $20 instead of $200.
Holy shit.
So it's really accessible and affordable. Oh, and one other big perk that if you've ever been to UNLV, you will appreciate this. It has its own free parking lot. Thank the Lord.
That's wait, a whole like lot?
So it's in its own building across the street from UNLV, and it has its own lot where you don't have to like fight for your life or
Holy
spend $1 million
smokes.
to park in and live in fear of getting a ticket.
That is so cool.
They call them their continuing education or ongoing education classes, and there's a lot of really cool ones. There's like photography, sewing, bass playing, like all kinds of just random shit, and French.
Dude, that is so sick.
Yeah, so we're halfway through our 8-week course. Brent's really good. Like he's like, I'm not as good as you, and I'm like, A, you are, and B, like his pronunciation for never knowing French is really good because French is really hard to pronounce.
Yes.
It's like you don't say half the letters. It's really complicated.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been killing it, and it's been really fun to learn together.
Yeah, like what a cool idea to just take a class together. Stacy and I have talked about doing like a Bible class.
Yeah, because I don't know what the hell's in there.
Yeah, and honestly, as someone who was raised Catholic, like, yeah, like in Catholic school, like in the schooling that I did to get like my communion and confirmation, all that shit, like we did make literal biblical references all the time, but I don't remember them. I was fucking 8 and
Mhm.
like 11. So I don't remember jack shit from that era whatsoever. I don't remember anything really from the Bible. It'd be cool. to learn, but especially like the dynamic of us learning together. So I can only
Yes.
imagine learning a language would be really cool with your husband. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it feels like a little date night, you know, where we had to like go out and do something for a couple hours. And like obviously we partner with each other for everything.
Yeah.
Like we probably come off as kind of snobs to everyone else in the class because we're just like, we're partnered.
I'm sure you don't come off. Anyone else would do that. And if they wouldn't, that would mean that this is like an excuse to escape from each other, which is
That's
obviously not what you
true.
guys want to do.
That's true. But it's been really fun. We're taking French 1. There's a French 2. So we'll
Oh.
see if maybe we want to do that in the fall.
Yeah, before your French escapade.
Exactly. But yeah, highly recommend checking out UNLV's courses because, like I said, they are designed for people with like full-time jobs.
That is really cool. 'Cause I've actually been thinking about learning how to sew because I like specifically quilting.
Oh, I bet they have a quilting class
Yeah.
specifically.
Because
I
I saw
bet
this
you.
pattern that like really inspired me when I was back home. And
Oh.
it's a pattern that makes it look like sea glass.
Ooh, that
It's
sounds
like a full
gorgeous.
quilt, and then there's so many like little tiny pieces, which would be a pain in the ass, I know, but like it just looked so cool. And I was like, oh, this is a project I would really want to do. And I feel like it'd be so meditative and tight. And like, I bet they would
Mm-hmm.
have a class like that.
Mm-hmm.
Even just taking a sewing class would be very helpful to like be able to use the machine. Like, I can sew by hand, but I do not know how to use a machine.
Machine's tough. Like it takes a while to even just get it set up.
Yeah, and there's just a machine in our house that is not used like almost ever. So I'm like, I could just use that.
Yes, you have the technology.
Yeah, I have the technology, I just don't know how to use it. And I've tried to look up a tutorial one time on YouTube and it was really hard. So I was like, I think this is something that like for me specifically, it'd be better for me to do.
Solo dolo.
Yeah, like IRL, like have someone
Mm.
physically show me what to do and then me just like repeat it. But anyway, that's really cool, my love. I'm so glad you're
Yeah, it's
doing
great.
that.
And yeah, speaking of like my mom fully tried to teach me how to use the machine and I still was like, I don't get it. It's hard. I can't do it.
Yeah, my mom like taught, but she was just like, yeah, and then I don't even remember what it's called, but it's like when
The
you
bobbin?
rethread, yeah, like the bobbin and shit. And I was just like, yeah, I don't know how to. This shit is fucking rough. So anyway, I think a class would be really helpful, as I'm sure the French class is really helpful.
Yeah, and our professor's awesome. She's an actual Parisian lady. She's been in the States for 20 years, but she's like, I still have strong accent. And she does, but it's
Ugh,
good because it's
love.
like she sounds like how French people sound when they speak English. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like nice to hear it a lot too.
Oh my
Yes, her
god.
name is Madame Tessier.
Ooh.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Merci
Comment ça
beaucoup.
va? Très bien.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just counting.
Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So amazing.
But
I just
yes,
wanted
we've
to
had
know
a
about
great.
that.
Thank you for asking.
Of course, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And obviously, when you come back home, especially to Cape Breton, they all speak French,
Oh,
like
hell
mostly.
yeah.
So you'll be able, and it's like their own French because it's Cape Breton, like
I was gonna
Canadian
say I
French.
did go to Calgary after the first week of French class, and so I was like so hyper aware of all the French stuff everywhere, and I was like, oh my
Mm,
gosh.
and you're like, was it easier for you to like read everything?
Yeah, some of the words I was like, I know that word.
How fun. That's so cool. Well, that's very exciting. And I can't wait to hear if you do French too with
French
Brent
de.
before you go to France for Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Yep.
school,
We're gonna take you to school.
that's right.
The cool
On
school.
one of the best high school movies ever made, according to Seth Rogen.
Ah.
Clueless,
And who
baby.
are we to disagree with Seth Rogen?
I almost never do,
I won't.
other than crazy overly pricing like all of his houseplant shit, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
We're very excited to do this movie. This has been highly, highly requested for over 3 years now.
Yes, it's a fan favorite for sure.
And we were waiting for the right moment for it to like fit into what we were doing. But nothing is better than when we're having like a Patreon month and someone
Mm-hmm.
says that they want to do a movie we've always wanted to cover. So it's perfect.
Also, I did just realize I needed to text somebody back hours ago. I'm just
Oh,
gonna send
shit.
one quick text
No worries.
for
Let's.
plans happening tonight. That they were like, "Is this still happening?" And
And
I
you're like,
read
fuck,
it,
fuck,
and in
fuck.
my head I said, "Yep." And then we're
Welcome to
building
my.
the tent for Burning Man. I'm going to Burning Man, y'all. I'm sure I'll talk about it in September, but I gotta test my tent.
I get it. Welcome to my fucking life. I'm always like, yep, I definitely responded like 3 weeks ago.
Okay, we're good. Sorry. And Anthony, we good? Ugh,
Perfect.
he's amazing.
Look at
He's
us.
troubleshooting, no interruptions.
You have no idea how much work he just did behind
I
the
know.
scenes.
All we're like,
Ah.
Mhm.
But anyway, I'm very excited to do this movie. It's one of my faves.
Yes, and you have our corporate bullshit.
I do. So let's
How
get
exciting.
it poppin', baby.
Corporate bullshit. Some bullshit.
Okay.
Bam.
So, Clueless is a 1995 Oh, and by the way,
I was gonna say, wait a second. Family favorites.
so
Where's your other notebook?
I
thought you.
okay, here's the thing, guys. I got a bunch of I love that I didn't even explain this until it's too late. I got a bunch of cookbooks from back home, from my grandmother. My aunt was like, just take whatever cookbooks you want.
She doesn't need all these.
She also gave Nanny was gonna throw out this entire box of her handwritten fucking recipes. And luckily, Aunt Debbie found it in the trash room
Oh
because they
my
live in the same building.
gosh.
So luckily, she found it.
So she found it in the communal trash.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And luckily, she gave it to me, and I'm gonna keep these for fucking ever.
Yeah, why would she do
I
that?
have no. I think what she told me when I was back home was that she can't cook anymore. She's 92, to be fair.
That's true.
She's 92 and a half. And she's like, nothing I make works anymore. It doesn't taste good. I can tell everyone thinks so and they don't say anything.
Aw.
And I don't like how it tastes. So I think I'm just done cooking. Fair. And she doesn't want all her cookbook stuff because she doesn't cook anymore. Fair. But I'm like,
but we want it.
we all want it, especially me. That's like one thing that I've always wanted is all her recipes. Anyway, so I got a bunch of her cookbooks as well. And on the plane, I realized I didn't have a notebook. And this is
And you thought you had to watch 5 movies in the course of 48 hours.
Yes. So I took all my notes in the notes section of this cookbook, and I used the back page for it as well. So my sacrifice.
Not all
So,
heroes wear capes.
That's why you're seeing family favorites tried and true with like a goblin and shit. It's 'cause it's
Yeah,
on,
fuck
like,
yeah.
She be cooking. Okay, anyways,
Mhm.
so Clueless is a 1995 American coming of age teen comedy film written and directed by Amy Heckerling,
Sounds right to me.
who also wrote or directed Fast Times at Ridgemont High,
Oh,
National
wow.
Lampoon's European Vacation, and produced Night at the Roxbury.
Dang,
So
okay.
she's a blockbuster queen.
And a comedy queen.
Yes, and a comedy queen. This is a loose adaptation of Jane Austen's 1815 novel Emma, who was also a Richie girly pop who tried to play matchmaker and had a complicated relationship with a prior brother figure as well.
Okay, I didn't realize that part because confession, I love Pride and Prejudice. We talked about it last episode. But so I tried to read Emma and I just
Wasn't for you.
couldn't get into it.
I can understand
I
that.
was like, I'm bored,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
I think a lot of that era is kind of a little boring.
Yeah, but Pride and Prejudice slaps so hard.
I need to read that for sure.
It's really
I
good.
haven't read that. But yeah, so I guess it's a loose adaptation of Emma, starring Alicia Silverstone, Stacey Dash,
Also now a right-wing psycho.
yeah, who like loves Trump, and that's unfortunate because she's so hot and she seems
She's
so cool.
beautiful. Her eyes, gorgeous.
Like,
Her
literally.
fashion, are you kidding?
Yeah, it's truly depressing what's gone on with her. But anyway, Brittany Murphy, R.I.P.
I know, she's so cute in this movie.
She's so good in everything she's in. So Brittany Murphy, Paul Rudd, Dan Haida, who plays Alicia Silverstone's dad, Donald Faison, who is in like so much shit from that era.
And he's the teacher? No.
Donald Faison. No, Donald Faison is what's his name? Is it Murphy? Murray? It's
Oh, the stoner
Dion's.
kid?
It's Dion's boyfriend.
Oh, yes. Okay, yes,
Murray?
yes. He's in
Murray, right?
He's
Okay.
in Scrubs?
Yes, he's in
Okay.
Scrubs, and he's in like hella random commercials, and
Yes. Okay.
he's also in Pitch Perfect, I think, for some reason. Anyway, Breckenmeyer, Wallace Shawn is the
Wallace
teacher
Shawn is the teacher.
who plays T-Rex in Toy Story and is also in Young Sheldon.
And Princess Bride.
And Princess Bride, most importantly. But really, it's Big Bang Theory. Anyway, I mean, Young Sheldon. Anyways, the release date was July 19th, 1995. It is 97 minutes, which is so close to our perfect time.
Pretty good.
The budget was $12 million, and the box office was $88 million.
Dang.
What did I write here? The person who wrote this movie, which I thought I wrote who it was, but I guess not. Anyway, the person who wrote the movie was like, I really want to write about like a teenage girl who's like uh rose-colored glasses sort of beat, because after Ridgemont High, she realized like the most popular character was Spicoli, who was kind of like the stoner, like cool guy. And most people think it's because he was like silly and goofy and like stonery and like whatever. But then when she did like a bigger questionnaire, she found out it was because he was happy and like positive and people really like that.
Aw.
So she's like, I want to write a main character who is happy and sees like the glass half full and like is always like pushing themselves harder and like wants everyone around them to succeed and is like in a good, just has like a good head on their shoulders basically. And so that's why
Nice.
she started writing this. And she went to Beverly Hills High School
Oh,
and sat in some
dang.
classes
Oh,
to do
nice.
research. And she picked up a bunch of lingo from that, but she also recognized that all of the girls were in a constant state of grooming. And so she
Oh,
like put that
yeah.
into the
Yeah.
movie
How
as
many
well.
hours do you spend a day grooming yourself?
Yeah. And yeah, so she put it in like the script, and there's just random scenes of her brushing her hair and like putting on lip, like really cute.
And I also love how all the girls at the school are like having plastic surgery bandages, even though they're
Totally.
in high school. It's
And
so
I'm sure
great.
she saw that.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Especially Beverly Hills, like that's gonna
Mm-hmm.
fucking happen. And it's really funny because film executives at Fox, so for a while they were trying to like shop it around to see which production company would pick it up. And the executives at Fox said, and I quote, uh, they were supremely worried because it was too female oriented
Oh, brother.
and they didn't think it would be successful. Then once people started reading the script, they're like, holy shit, this is fucking good. So there was like a battle royale. Paramount picked it up and it was like a crazy success, obviously.
Massive
So
success.
fuck you, Fox, as usual. Um, Lauren Hill auditioned for Dion, also fun
Oh, wow.
fact. And Wallace Shawn, who plays a teacher in this, was also a teacher in real life. So he used a lot of his real life
Oh,
experience
cute. I didn't know
for
that.
this role. The Rotten Tomatoes score is the critic score is 82%, the
Nice.
audience is 76. So
Whoa.
really high.
Yeah, but also I thought the audience might be a little higher.
I thought so too,
Huh.
yeah.
What do you know?
Interesting. Um it does pass the Bechdel test.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, because it's like, what? But
It'd be
Cher,
funny if they're like, it's too female oriented and then the women don't talk to each other.
I know that'd be nuts. But yeah, like Cher and Dion talk a lot about just like school, their grades, other like female teachers, driving, like a lot of stuff. So yeah, it passes a bunch of those tests. I think I already mentioned Seth Rogen said it's the best high school movie made of all time, and it helped inspire him and his long, like lifelong partner Evan, who's his like creative and writing partner. It helped inspire them to write Superbad because they
Nice.
wanted another like crazy good high school movie, which they accomplished.
They did it.
Roger Ebert rated this 3.5 stars.
Oh my God. What? That's high.
I was so shook by this when I read his review.
Wow.
But he loved how Cher broke the ice immediately with her narration, which I also love.
We do love that.
He called it a smart and funny movie. He also said it may make some stars because he saw it like right when it came out, and that obviously happened because every one of those people is like hella famous now. He said the motives of all the characters are pure. He said he ended it by saying the response to the infamous balls flying at my nose quote is worth at least a third of the price of admission. And yeah, that's all I have for corporate bullshit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was a little out of order because I
No,
was
it's
on a
all
plane
good
writing in the
'cause
dark.
she was
So,
on the family favorites train.
but yeah, really, I was very shocked. And if you guys recall, he only gives up to 4 stars. So
So-
rating it 3.5 is nuts.
Yeah, that's like an A-, really.
Yeah, and especially for a,
Chick
mostly
flick.
girly pop
Yeah.
movie, that's huge for him specifically. For anyone at that era, but like specifically him, really cool.
Amazing. Did
Yeah.
he comment on the love story?
He didn't.
Okay.
I didn't see anything about that.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
But hey.
Nothing worthy of me writing it down at least. So, but mostly he just found it charming. So I was like,
Nice.
okay, Ebert.
Yeah, and
Rare
Did you
occasion.
say her name Alicia?
Yeah, I guess it's Alicia, isn't it? My bad.
Alicia?
It
Okay,
is
no,
Alicia.
I feel like there's so many different ways to pronounce that name that I guess I always just assumed it was Alicia Silverstone, but I'm like, actually, could be Alicia, could be Alicia.
I think it is Alicia Silverstone. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And I have a bunch of notes too. So
I
uh,
actually don't have that many because I feel like sometimes, honestly, our more compelling movies I have less notes on
I
just
know,
because
me
I'm
too.
like locked and loaded. I also watched it with Brent for the first time, so it was funny to see him be like, "Wait, does this happen? Does that
Yeah,
happen?"
you're like,
I was
watch
like,
it.
"Wow, I can't believe you don't know anything about this
I love
movie."
that he didn't know
He
anything.
didn't know
That's so
he didn't know
cute.
a damn
Did he
thing.
like it?
He loved it. He said it was
Oh,
really cute. He
good.
was also laughing out loud at some parts.
It is hilarious.
Yes, yes, so
Like
he
that's
liked it.
one of the biggest bangers is the one that Ebert brought up. I was like
Right.
very surprised that he brought that up. But yeah.
Mm.
Okay, let's get to mine. I have a shit ton of notes, so
Okay, kick
I'll
us
get to my
off.
notes. Okay. I wrote, first of all, the soundtrack pops off immediately. We're the
Mhm.
kids in America.
America.
Whoa. I'm like, okay. And then just continuing on, they had Smashing Pumpkins, they had Radiohead, I
Oh
believe.
yeah, Fake Plastic
Fake
Trees is
Plastic Trees,
playing
one of my faves.
faintly in the background.
That's one of my
It's
faves.
so sad
It's
and
so
so good.
depressing and so
As
yummy.
Alicia calls it, complaint rock.
It is, but it's so good. And it is of that, like,
Mhm.
in the early 90s, that was seen as like
Mhm.
depressing.
Yeah,
And
like
she's so, you know,
bubbly.
yeah, bubble poppy, you know?
Mhm.
Um, and also, wait, what are they called? Is it the Righteous Bosstones or like some Bosstones? Like they performed in
Oh,
this.
I wrote this down. Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Yes, they performed in the fucking movie.
Mhm.
Like so cool.
Yeah, and that was
Uh,
helpful to be watching with Brent because I was like, I'm sure this is a famous band. And then I told him that. And he said that they're the ones who sing, oh my gosh, now I'm blanking on their big single. Do you know it, Anthony?
what is
Can
it?
you sing it? Oh my
Here, I'll look it up.
goodness. Something with the end of the line. Oh, really? Like a tribute or something? Or a bad one? It's bad? Yes, but I never had to knock on wood. But da, 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 da. That song. That's
Oh,
them.
bum.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
like very
sick.
ska. Wait, I'm sorry. Can we go back? They made a song about George Floyd that was derogatory? Oh.
Oh, I got scared for a second.
I was like, oh, okay. It was just bad. It was just cringy. Yeah.
Was
Okay.
it ska still? Oh my god.
Oh boy,
I can't
I
imagine a
didn't know
George
that.
Floyd ska song. It's too upbeat
Well,
for.
as Brian always likes to talk about, I think it was, oh my gosh, was it like David Guetta or something?
Oh my
Was
god,
doing a
dude.
DJ set in honor of George Floyd, and he was like, "Shout out to George Floyd's family," and it was like, "Oh, please."
So this record is in honor of George Floyd, and I really hope we can see more unity and more peace when already things are so difficult. So, shout out to his family.
I don't think the shout out is really.
I hate that I'm laughing, but that's just insane. That's
Yeah, there was a
insane.
lot of, the hearts were in the right place, right?
Absolutely.
And that's good.
As
But some of the manifestations.
as Ebert said, the motives are all pure.
Yes.
However,
But it's awkward to hear.
yikes. Okay. Well, I still want to hear the song. I love ska, dude. And I feel like ska like threads throughout this movie because especially of
Mhm.
that era in California again, like
Mhm.
that was on and fucking poppin'.
On and
I
poppin'.
love ska.
Mhm.
And as I say that, I'm staring at your phone, Anthony, which is like checkered, just like my
Very
bag.
ska
Very
coded.
ska coded. Loves it. You're welcome.
Mhm.
And then I wrote, yeah, love a narration in all caps because
Oh
that's
yeah.
looking into the camera or a narration throughout a whole
Mhm.
movie is just like, it's just
Right, it's
delish.
like, yeah, we're buds. Thanks.
Yeah, like we're besties and you're explaining things. Like, I love, you know what? I love voice notes so much, and I feel like it's giving
It's giving
voice
voice
note.
note.
It's giving voice note.
Mhm.
I wrote, oh, okay. So she says something at the beginning of the movie that I was like, I'm gonna ask Stacy this.
Ooh.
When she says litigators, which are the scariest type of lawyers, is that true?
Yes. And I think, a lot of lawyers self-sort themselves into like litigators or transactional is usually kind of the alternative. Most lawyers do some litigation. Most are not just purely transactional, like setting up contracts and shit. But there are certain sets of lawyers who all they do is litigate.
And what is litigation for people like me who have no idea what that
Okay,
means?
great question.
Thank you.
Okay. So transactional law is kind of what I was saying, where it's like you're setting up contracts, you're registering people's IP, like you're dealing with parties, but they're not suing each other
Totally.
necessarily.
Okay.
You are trying to kind of avoid lawsuits or like help people guide through stuff like adoptions or whatever.
Or like a will or something
Yeah,
like
that's all
that.
like more
Okay.
transactional. Once you have a person suing another person, that's when you get into litigation.
Got it.
And so, for example, like some personal injury lawyers, for example, they will enter that first step of litigation and they might do some discovery, they might do some depositions, but they're not doing a lot with the court. It's a lot of pretrial stuff. But then the next kind of level of intensity is when you are filing stuff with the court, you are arguing motions, you are going to trial, like you are in the courtroom setting where like someone's going to decide what's up, whether that be the jury or the judge. So that's kind of like the most intense way to litigate.
Okay.
So in this movie, he's getting ready for a trial.
Yes.
And it seems like they've already are doing the discovery or whatever. So they're kind of like in the last stages. And so that is the most intense part of being a lawyer, is like when you are actually going to step foot in the courtroom and somebody's going to be making a decision. Because I think the stat is like 90% of lawsuits do not end in a trial. They will settle beforehand. Like that's normal. So when you're actually like litigating in court, that's kind of rare. I do a lot of litigation.
Yeah, she does.
Not trials, but like a lot of motion work, a lot of hearings, a lot of stuff like that.
And why would she say like, because she's basically saying he's scary. Like,
Yeah.
is it because he has to be so aggressive in order to like get the information that he needs by a certain time, or?
I think what she's saying is like he's not afraid of trial, because honestly, a lot
Got
of
it.
lawyers are. So like he's the guy you call in when it's like all other methods have failed. This case is not going to settle.
Got it.
It's going to trial. It's gonna be intense, and like a jury or judge is gonna decide. Like that's the top of litigation mountain, and like that's what he does.
And he has no fucking fear. He's like, fuck
Right.
you. Like,
And some lawyers, because they're so afraid of it, or they don't want to do it, or they don't want to specialize in it, they will get a case up to that point, and then they will hire somebody like her dad to step in and like bring the realness, because it is scary.
Yeah,
It's scary to be in the courtroom. It's scary to like have people's fucking money and lives on the line. Like it's intense. Not everyone can handle it.
It's scared to make any point in front of a group of people, let alone if it has to do with someone else's like well-being and life, and like that's hella fucking scary.
And there's so much you're expected to know, like, and that's why a lot of these law movies are so silly, because these lawyers will roll into court without a plan, without knowing what the witness is going to say. Everything's a big surprise. And that is just,
That would
that
not
is not how
happen.
litigators roll. You know every scrap of information in the case. You have planned out your questions. You are not asking that witness anything that you don't know what they're going to say, or that you can't pin them down on what they're going to say.
Right, because both sides know all the same information before it even goes there, right?
And even if you tried to do a surprise, they'd be like, you can't do that.
Yeah, they'd be like,
That
fuck
wasn't
off.
disclosed. So like you can't do that now.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's very like tactical. You have to be thinking 10 steps ahead for anything you're going to say or do, and you have to be ready for all the possibilities of all the things that can be happen, and it takes an incredible amount of preparation and guts.
Yeah, it takes a lot of know-how and just like I don't fucking like I'm going in, baby. A lot of drive. Like and a specific type of drive that not everyone has.
And a lot of sustained focus. And just perseverance.
He also to add on to this as well, I forgot to mention that, and I didn't write it down for some reason, but Roger Ebert also loved the fact that her dad was like hella with it and was like still involved in her life and was asking her questions, because he's like, it's always like the dads in these movies just never know what's going on, kind of like in Buffy.
Yeah, right. Where both parents are like, what?
Yeah, and he's like, in most of these movies I've seen, the parents are like, what? Like totally clueless and like stupid. And he's like, I love that he's involved. He's parenting her and like he's like working a full-time hardcore job and yet still like wants to make time with his daughter, which I thought was very sweet.
And she's also like kind of parenting him, like, Dad, you have to eat right. And like they're very close, and it's very cute.
It is very, very sweet. But yeah, thank you for telling us about that.
That's
I was like,
down. And that's the thing that I don't think a lot of people realize is like there's so many ways to be a lawyer.
Mm,
And what you see on TV and fucking Law and Order and all these other propaganda shit is like such a small percentage of what actually occurs in our legal system. Like such a small percentage.
that's why it's important to watch all of our episodes because Stacy goes in on anything that's lawyery. I'm like, wait, Stacy, is that true?
Right.
And
And
she'll
yeah, and
clarify.
like the true crime thing, don't even get me started.
Don't get us
Don't even
started.
get me started. But
But
anyways,
get
yeah.
her started because she's brilliant and I want to hear her talk about everything, especially the stuff she's passionate about. And she's an amazing lawyer.
Just saying, it should be entertainment.
Yeah.
Anywho.
But anyways, okay, so that's a question I had for you. I feel like I'm taking over all the notes. Do you
No,
have...
please.
Okay, pipe in whenever you feel like it, of course. I love that I'm giving you permission. You know how our show goes. And I love that her dad was like, "You divorce wives, not children." And I was like, "Go off, King.
Mm-hmm.
He's hot."
He is hot.
And he plays a lawyer in another very famous movie that we've covered as well.
Oh my god, I can't think of it.
Adam's Family.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Except he's a little bitch in that movie.
Yeah,
He's very
not
fucking
as
cool.
cool.
It's cool
Mhm.
to see him in the same career path, but on two opposite sides of the
See, and
spectrum.
in that movie, he's probably just a transactional lawyer. He
Mm,
probably doesn't go to court.
I think you're right.
He just does. He like
Wait,
arranges stuff. He does estates, which sometimes you have to go to court, but it's like you're not like litigating against someone usually.
yeah, I'm trying to remember if he was in the court scene, but all I remember is the judge that lived across the street from them, which is kind of a funny concept now that I know more about.
Right, like you can't just like go to a judge's house and be like, "Hey."
Yeah, he like would. Yeah, which is whoopsie, which is what he fucking did. But yeah. Anyway, whatever. Okay. The whole narration that Cher is giving at the beginning when she's talking about her friends, specifically Dion, who's her bestie, she's like, "We're both friends because we both know what it's like for people to be jealous of us." I'm like, "You're amazing."
Such a teenage impulse too.
It is, and you know what though? It's so funny because they're like whoever wrote this was like in on the joke, and it's so like brilliant. Like I don't know how else to describe it because it's not like shitty. She's not saying it in like a shitty way. It's just I
It's
don't
like
know.
that's why we're friends.
Yeah, like
Period.
matter of fact, period. And that doesn't make us better than anyone else necessarily, but like that is what it is. I don't know. I thought it was funny. Also, she went off with the quote "as if," and I feel like that started a whole revolution. No idea. I mean, it was probably said before. Maybe that was one of the quotes that the homegirl who wrote it saw in Beverly Hills High School and was like, "Oh, I need to use that." But
And I do love the first time she says it is so appropriate because some fucking guy just comes up to her and starts hanging off of her.
and literally starts, grabbing
like
her.
so weird. And so she shoves him violently and goes, "As if."
As if.
And I'm
It's
like, yes,
amazing.
tell him. He's being weird.
And that first fit is iconic.
The plaid yellow little suit.
The costume designer was like, I really wanted a play on a school uniform, but like make it very Cher and like designer looking and like cunt, basically.
I do love the narration where she goes, you know, we bonded because people were jealous of us. And she goes, and we were also both named after former singers who now do infomercials.
Yeah. I'm like, I mean, go off. That's exactly what it is. It's incredible. Also, immediately jumping into a debate class where they're literally talking about refugees and who to allow into the country, if we should help them, blah, blah, blah. And like Cher's take is so iconic.
I know, and I can't believe she doesn't get an A for it because it was beautiful. She has a whole metaphor about her dad's garden party.
I know.
Hello?
And I'm like, that's a perfect example to use in that regard.
And it's a good way to get to know her because it's like, again, her heart is in the right place.
Yes.
She's actually very smart, but people think she's ditzy because she just like lives this admittedly very privileged life. But
Completely.
It's like, she didn't choose that.
No, and like, that's a theme of the movie is she's using her privilege for good. And it's pointed out to her, which I think a lot of, especially teenagers with mashed potato brains, would not recognize how privileged they are until someone points it out like, bruh, you're a fucking princess in a fairyland and you're not doing good for anyone else. And she's like, oh.
It's like, oh,
good
point.
call. I will
Good
work on
point.
that. And she does.
And she does.
Which is very cool. I love how their teacher was like, tolerance is always a good lesson, even if it comes out of nowhere. With that in mind, and just like starts going off on something else. He's so iconic in everything he's into. I literally I adore him. He's so funny. That whole class scene at first made me laugh. Like, can we put the suicide attempts to next period? So good.
Everyone getting their report cards. A scary time as a kid.
Yes, completely. And what did I write here? Oh, the sexual tension between these ex step siblings is palpable and hot, unfortunately.
Well, okay, it's so funny you say that because Brent was like, wait, what? Why is he being so weird to her?
Mm,
And I was like, you'll see. And he was not into it. He was like, why did they do this? And I was like, it was cool in the 90s.
well, okay,
And maybe spawned our modern porn environment.
if we want to get into it, fucking, do you remember Life with Derek?
No.
I believe it's a Canadian show, but they showed it on, I think, Disney Channel
Oh.
when we were in middle school and high school, if I'm not mistaken. And basically, it's this, it's about step siblings.
Mhm.
And there's always an underlying tone and like music to encapsulate that they are like in love with each other.
Okay.
And it was like very confusing as a
Because
child
you're like, what?
who I didn't have step siblings. So it was like a very strange feeling where I was like, but they're not really related, but they are technically, not technically. Like,
Mhm.
yeah. And you're low key, like when I was watching the show, I was low key rooting for them. And I was like, does this make me weird? But like you're supposed to kind
You
of.
are supposed to. And Brent was like, whole thing. He's like, wait, didn't they like live together as children? And I was like, I
I
think.
think it was only for a couple of years or like
That's
a
what I
year
said,
or
but I was like, I
something.
actually don't know if they say that or if we're all just like assuming that. And then he's like, it'd be less weird if like he didn't really know them as well as it seems like they know each other. And I was like, yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah,
But as a first timer, he was like, oh, what? No.
I can understand why it would be so weird because it is weird. But also, I believe she does say like he was married to your mother for like 2 seconds. So like I think it
Mm.
was a really short marriage, but who knows?
But it's also like the dad like clearly cares about him a lot and
Yeah.
is like always inviting him to stuff.
Yeah, I think the dad, yeah, who knows how long they were actually together
Yeah, but
for,
Brent
but
was puzzled and alarmed because he really wanted her to get with like the stoner kid or something, or just be like, I'm not interested in boys right now. Like,
yeah.
I just don't even care.
Yeah.
So he was like, no. the whole time.
I understand that. But also
I was like,
like
it's so funny that you don't know how this ends because like it's so obvious to us.
yeah.
Because we saw this so long ago that you're like, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Wait, no, 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 no,
He's
no,
like,
no, no."
yeah, he's like, why is he being so weird?
But you know what? I will say like in my mind the story is like they were married for like 5 months, enough for the father to care about him, but not enough for them to be siblings. And then they got a divorce, and that's why they do not see each other in that way whatsoever. And like technically they were step siblings, but that still doesn't make them like related necessarily in that regard. Either way, I have watched step sibling porn. So that's
Like,
probably
so I love it.
yeah, so I was like, that's why it's unfortunately hot and kind of uncomfortable. But sue me, you know what I'm saying? Like, get your dad and fucking sue me, whatever. Anyway,
Get your dad and sue me.
I wrote she genuinely has the coolest fucking teachers.
She
They're all
really does.
so caring and
They're
cool.
really sweet.
Usually there's like one teacher that's like evil.
Right, like this bitch.
But like none of them are that bad. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, Mr. whatever his name is, Wallace Shawn, he's like the annoying one in the scenario, but like he's still
He's
not
not a
even that bad.
dick. Yeah.
He's a sweetie pie. He's just
Mhm.
like a hard ass about grades, which is fine.
Exactly, which is fair.
Yeah.
And she probably doesn't prepare for anything. But
Totally.
she's just so gifted, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. She's still not like failing.
Mhm.
She's just like not
Mhm.
doing, A plus 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 plus.
Mhm.
She should have for that debate though, because she went off with that.
Mhm. I did think they were too trusting, the teachers.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if I were that teacher and I found a note, I'd be like, a student is doing this.
Right. That would be
I
my
would
first thought
automatically
too.
be like, they're fucking with me.
Mm-hmm.
Or there's like a couple things where I was like, or is it that I think Wallace Shawn like takes something from a student? I was like, no. Like food or something.
Yeah, what does he take from the student?
And I was like, no, I would never.
Oh, it's the not the cider, hot chocolate, like something like
Oh,
that.
that's right. Yeah,
Coffee?
they like give him a
Coffee.
thermos that
It
he
was
can't
coffee.
see the contents. And they're like, here, drink this. And he's like, okay, lug, lug, lug. I was like, no.
Absolutely not.
Not in today's America.
No.
I'd be like, sorry, kids, I do not accept beverages that I cannot see from my students.
I understand that. Yeah, it was coffee because she's like,
Yes.
And that's when she casually dropped the R word, which I
Oh
was
my
like,
god, yeah, and you're like, whoa.
I'm like, holy. And that's like the only time that
That's the
anything
only
like that is
time,
ever
yeah.
said.
And she's not saying it like maliciously. She's
No.
referring to herself.
Yeah, she's like, I'm such a blank. I
Mhm.
grabbed daddy's coffee
And he's just
instead of
like, hee
my
hee.
blah,
Like, no
blah.
one reacts, no one blinks an eye.
It was so cash at that time.
Exactly.
Nuts.
And now right-wing comedians have built entire careers on being like, we can't say that word anymore. Being
Exactly.
persecuted. It's like, who
No,
cares?
like, dude, shut up. I also wrote in quotes, what that man needs is a good old-fashioned boink fest. And I laughed actually out loud at that. And I was like, how amazing. And she said it so casual. And I
Everything
was
she
like,
says is so matter of fact.
I
And
know.
it's there's so many funny lines because of that. And like Brittany Murphy's character does acknowledge that at one point. She's like, you guys like talk like adults. And
Talk
they're
like
like,
grown-ups.
of course we do. This is a really good school.
Yeah, and she's like, this is a really good school. And then Dion's like, they're so cute. I love that. I wrote, again, we need to bring back Phat as a positive description.
Yeah.
Because Phat is used multiple times in this movie and other movies in the 90s, and it's like sick.
Yeah, like that's so fat.
I'm like, that's fucking fat. PH doesn't matter. I don't care. I'll use it
Mhm.
with an F. I don't give a shit.
It's all cool.
Okay. This is a point Stacey and I have talked about many times, but I'm so glad that it got brought up in this movie because it's so true. Student tardiness. Travis brought up such a good point where he like got the most tardies out of everyone, and he gives a speech to everyone in his class, and he's like, there are many people that have contributed to my particular tardiness. And he starts talking about his parents never giving him a ride, the
Yeah.
bus always being late.
He had to take the bus.
Yeah, and like, I don't know, he just brought up a bunch of good points that I was like, children are not in charge of their
They don't have a lot of control over their schedules.
No, or like ways that they get around. Like they are dependent on like so many people and factors that it is so strange that we punish children for being late when like it's not their fucking fault for mostly. You know what I'm saying?
And the fact that we got, I think it was what, we got 3 minutes
Yeah.
to get from period to period.
Yeah.
3 minutes.
Yeah. And sometimes I would have that amount of time from like being up at the football field where I was practicing for band, which is insane because I had my instrument and a case and I had a flute. Like there were other people that were carrying
like
around
fucking tubas
fucking
and shit.
tubas, dog. And they were expected to get down, put it in the band room, change out of their marching shoes, go into the what? What are we fucking talking
In
about?
3 minutes.
It was nuts.
Insane.
It's so insane. And then like there's portables. Anyway, all I'm saying is it's something Stacey and I brought up a lot. And this like directly said like there are many people who are responsible for my tardiness and brought it up. And I was like, fuck yeah. And he was very cool about it. He didn't make any excuses, but he was like, well, these are contributing factors and it's true. And it's so strange. And I hope that changed or
His character is so great.
I love his character.
He really like stuck out to me on this viewing.
Me too.
But maybe it's because Brent's like, why doesn't he get with him? Or why doesn't she get with him? I was like, good question.
But he and Ty are just so meant to
Him
be.
and Ty are meant to be.
They are
which
meant
is
to
fine. But I did think it'd be cute if Ty got with Josh and then Cher got with the stoner. I thought that'd be like kind of a fun.
That would be. I could see that happening as well.
Subversion, right? Little switcheroo.
If they didn't want to,
because they kind of balance each other out, right? Like,
yeah,
Cher needs to take herself maybe a little less seriously, and Ty would benefit from a sturdy, serious ban.
I agree, and he's just like there's scenes of him and Ty that are really sweet, like the dancing scene.
Yeah,
I could see that.
I was like, I think this would actually be great.
It could have actually. It could have totally gone that way as well. I do love the idea of Paul Rudd and Alicia Silverstone getting together, but that's just because they spend so much time together behind the scenes that it's like that's sweet. But anyway, I wrote, I love a wholesome subplot, so like them trying to get the teachers together.
Yeah, so cute.
Although that's like not even really a subplot. That's kind of like one of the main plots, right?
And that's what's interesting. It's like at the beginning of the movie, you're like, is this movie just about these teachers? And then it kind of like morphs into Ty, and then it kind of morphs into her love life. Like I feel like it's almost like a 3-act thing.
Oh, you're right. That's true.
It changes it up quite a bit.
That is so true. And I said, okay, one of the most iconic scenes of the whole movie is like the PE fit lineup.
Yes.
I was trying to go for that fit too, but I couldn't find my spandex shorts and I couldn't do the fit without my spandex shorts. But just all of them lined up in their black and white, like
like little
various
designer fits.
totally. I was like, "Oh, this is so cunt," and
And
it's
they've
so
all
cool.
got an excuse of why they can't swing
Yeah.
a bat fucking once.
It's so funny, and that's where the line is said where Amber is like, "Um, my plastic surgeon said I can't participate in any sports where balls are flying at my nose," and then Deanne goes, "Well, there goes your social." It's so
Boom,
iconic.
got it.
That's always been one of my favorite burns.
It's incredible.
It's so quick, so amazing. Just beautiful. Uh Also fucking what's his name? I keep forgetting his name. Dion's man. Why do I keep forgetting his name? What's his name, Anthony?
I just thought him as Dion's man. I think that's fine.
Okay. Dion's man being like, "Woman, lend me $5." I was
Stop calling me
fucking
woman.
just like, "Will you please stop calling me woman?" And then he goes into a whole explanation of like, it's not necessarily misogynistic, but and
Mhm.
it's so good. It's so funny. And love a makeover. I don't know if I've ever told this story on the pod. This is bad.
Oh no.
This is where I'm not in the best light.
That's okay. We appreciate your
You
vulnerability.
know what? I will say this. Again, the heart was there, but the execution was not.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. Did you try to do a makeover on someone?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I know this person?
No.
Okay. When did this happen?
When I was when I was in theater in college.
Okay, I'm excited.
So
Lock in.
I was in college for a very short time. I think it was like 3 semesters in total. And it was my first semester, or no, it was my, so I did a semester, then I did a semester in California, and then I did another semester here, and I think that was it. And in my theater class, we all became like crazy close. Like it was a giant group of like we became best friends really, really fast. And we would hang out like every fucking day, whether in class or not. And there was this girl in our group who was like very nerdy. Her name was Jessica. I have no idea where she's at now. I don't remember her last name or anything. I hope she's doing so well. But she was like this tiny nerdy girl with like super curly hair, and she was so sweet. And I remember her telling me something about how she like really wanted to like like she's like, "I just want a couple outfits and like you guys dress so cool." By the way, I did not dress fucking cool.
Yes, you did.
I not at that time. I really
She
fucking
did
didn't.
though.
I really don't think I did, but okay. I think my style developed over a time, but at that time I was wearing like business casual because that's like what fat people could wear.
Well, I also feel like I don't know, because I feel like just at that time, everyone was wearing business casual.
We were so business
And I
casual
don't know why.
in like
our club wear was
2012.
business casual.
I know.
Like when you wanted to look like a hot bitch, you're like, I have a paper thin blazer
And a
and a
pencil skirt.
and it's like, why?
It's so
But
weird.
that was the rage.
That's
I
true.
don't know why.
Bandage skirts, bandage dresses,
Uh-huh.
dresses, what? Dresses,
Dresses.
dresses with like cardigans or yeah, like full blazer realness. Like
Yeah.
Express was popping the fuck off at this
Right.
time.
And it was like that's the look, is you want to look like your middle management. I don't know why.
So yeah, I guess like in terms of that, I guess I was okay, but like truly, I'm not trying to hate on myself. Like I don't think I dressed that cool anyway. So she was like talking to me about it, and instead of just being like, "Oh yeah, like we should go shopping sometime," I was like, "Wait, let's get the girls together and do like a full makeover." I literally thought I was Cher. We brought her to my house. I cut her hair. I cut
Whoa.
her hair. Her curly ass hair.
Oh god.
I cut her hair.
The
Okay.
confidence. The view just being like, I can do this. I can.
And I was
Where's
like,
the scissors? I'll fucking go right now.
and I was like, okay, we should buy you some new outfits. And I can't remember. I wish one of my theater homies would like pop off in the comments.
Sound off in the comments.
But I believe that we were like, we need to use your card for clothes. Cause like none of us had money to like buy her clothes or like whatever. So we like,
And she did, maybe.
yeah, I think she like, she was like, oh, I get like this amount for school. And I was like, we'll use it for bad. And then like we did her makeup and it was bad. Like I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. And I remember her leaving being like, is this okay? And at the end of it I like looked and I was like, shit.
Oh no, even in that moment you knew it was bad.
Yes.
Oh,
And
that
I was like,
sucks. And you're like, no,
oh.
you look great.
I was like, you look amazing. And then she's like, okay. And then like I'm getting a faint memory of her telling me later, like, yeah, that haircut kind of like messed up my hair. And I
You're
was just like,
yeah, that makes sense.
that makes so much
I'm
sense.
picturing you with like safety scissors too, like not even
Oh,
like real hair cutting scissors.
no, there were the scissors that were just at my house that we used for like paper mache type shit. Like so fucking dude. It like when I
It's
think
the
back on
kitchen
it,
scissors.
it's a huge shame because I'm like, why did I think that I had any right to fucking make someone over? Like, and I brought the girlies there. Like every girl from theater was at my house, and we're all like,
Wow.
you should do this, you should do that. And it's like, you were great the way that you were.
But also, in your defense, she did ask. It wasn't your idea.
Well, she said, let's like go shopping or something. She didn't say,
That's
give me a
true.
full fucking makeover my entire life.
She cracked the door open and you kicked it
I
out.
fucking Hulk smashed that shit. And I was like, this is my
Makeover
town.
time.
This is my time of fucking shine. It was really more about me feeling like, again, why is it such a I'm yelling. A big theme of this era was me just needing power that I did not. And I was like, I should not be put in a position because I will abuse it.
I am dying that you cut her hair. God.
It's so bad.
I was like, have I ever tried to force a make? Have I ever given
Ugh.
someone a makeover, forced or not? No, I have like helped people pick out stuff when they're shopping.
Totally.
That I have, and been
Or
like,
you've
I
picked-
think this would look good on you. I think this
Yes.
goes with this, like that kind of stuff.
And you've picked out outfits for me.
Yeah, that I think is fun, and
Totally.
and it's like I truly am not offended if you don't get it. Like I
Right.
wouldn't be like, you must wear this.
No. See, I would be like, wear it or die. Like, and why am I like that? I really do think, especially at that time, I like needed some sense of
Yeah.
control, like Cher.
Like Cher.
But yeah, I think about it and I'm like, oh my God, I wonder if the other girly pops remember that because
It's an
we never
incredible
talked about it
story.
again. Maybe it was like traumatizing for all of us. I don't know. And I think I was like the spearheader of the whole thing. I think I like forced everyone to like be around and like, I don't know. I would like their telling of it as well because the way I see it, I'm like the villain in the story.
And did she come out with like total triangle hair?
Her hair was like what I remember, her hair was like to here and it was so curly and cute. And like, you know when the hair is so curly that it like it kind of it's all formed together kind of. And like if they just got like a healthy haircut, like just a little trim, you would be able to see all the individual. Yeah, I didn't do that because I'm not a hair stylist or an expert in that field whatsoever. And
And it is such a just like a mashed potato brain thought to be like, haircuts. That's part of a makeover. I'll just give you a haircut.
I'll just do that.
With like no plan.
Yeah,
Just, like,
I was
I'll just
20.
cut your hair.
And you know what?
And it will look great.
And I think part of it is like Farrah did her own hair and she did she cut my hair and I was like, if Farrah can do it, I can do it, right? No. No. And also Farrah went from curly to cutting straight hair like mine or like wavy hair, whatever. Not go from wavy hair to full like the most curly hair that you can basically have. That was wild. And again, Jessica, if you're watching this, you're probably not. I'm so sorry.
I just pictured the Steve Buscemi from Billy Madison.
Crossing
She
off the
watches
death
this off and then
list,
she's like,
the murder list.
Shay is forgiven.
Jessica, I'm so sorry. You were so pretty before, and
Yeah.
I don't know why I needed this
It was
like
the
surge of
power that
power.
went to her head.
So I'm sorry. Ooh,
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
as usual. That's my bad. But at least I can admit it.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm airing it out now.
That's right.
So,
It's incredible.
anyways,
Anyway.
I needed to talk about that because I was like, oh my God, I've so been there. Except
man.
her makeover was successful in mine. Anyway, yeah, love the Ty and Travis connection, especially him like loving her artwork so much.
Yes, and I was dying to at that scene because they have this beautiful food laid out for them, like actual
Yeah.
food. And he's like, "Oh, gross, man, don't eat that." And I was like, if only they could see the type of slop that we were offered throughout our public school education.
And I'm so jealous of like every movie, every show, everything that had like buffet style of
Right?
cafeterias
With
because we didn't get
actual
that.
food. We got cardboard containers with unknown substances glued to the bottom.
Totally. And like I never bought my lunch at school, I think maybe one time. But like if they had a cafeteria style, I probably would have tried really hard to get that because or like, buffet
If
style.
it looked appetizing.
Yeah, holla at us if you had that type of style.
And it wasn't a private school.
Right, exactly. Because I
'Cause,
feel like in
is
other
this a
areas of the
private
country,
school in Clueless? I feel like it's got to be, but maybe not.
I don't know if it is. It's probably just like,
A very affluent
yeah,
neighborhood.
because they said it's a really good school. So it's
Mhm.
probably just you had to be in that area,
Mhm.
which
But
I
we
don't
went
know.
to a really good school and the food still sucked.
But I wonder what'd you say?
Clueless is not a private school.
Okay, it's just
I
a
didn't
very
think it was
fancy
because they're
public
not in
school.
uniform.
That's true. That's true.
But I wonder what like Bishop Gorman would be, for
Oh, I've
example.
seen Meadows' food menu and it's nuts.
Really?
It's like good ass food rotating daily, multiple options.
And you know what?
It's like it is like cafeteria.
That's what it should be for kids. If we're feeding children, we should be giving them good
Well,
food.
feeding kids is controversial because we're trash.
Yeah.
And like the fact that we legally force children to go to school, but then it's controversial whether you have to feed them while they're there.
Disgusting.
I'm like, what are they supposed to do? And when they're like, no free meals, it's like they're children. All of their meals are free. That's fine. What?
Yeah. I just love the idea of us staring into the camera, and I hope people who have a different opinion than us feel really ashamed about that because you're fucking gross and you're pathetic.
And it's like such a low thing, again, to just feed a child while they're being forced to be somewhere.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
When they literally can't get a job to
They
get money.
can't get a job, they have to be there and they need to eat. So like what the fuck? We're
Yeah.
charging them? We're charging them?
Food should be free regardless, but especially for fucking children who have no say in the fucking matter. They have no power whatsoever, and if they don't eat, they will die. And you're saying no, you don't want to feed them.
Or like the fucking gargoyles where like they should have to work for it.
Whoa. Oh, like the Florida whatever, was it
Yeah,
the
he's like,
governor?
they could mop the cafeteria. I'm like, you could fucking go to hell.
I can shove that broom up your fucking ass, you dipshit.
Ugh, it's disgusting.
Oh, I could go on and on about that.
We better not.
It makes
We're
me
gonna
sick.
get really angry.
It makes me sick. I'm already angry. Talk about power. I'm like, rip this and I start destroying everything in here. Fuck you if you
Anyway,
disagree.
so sorry
Actually,
the
fuck you.
food sent me into a spiral, but the food looked really good.
Anyway, yes, it did. And also the fact when she was just like, ooh, like right away he offered me up some smoke. And then Cher goes, are you talking about drugs? I'm like, oh my
It's
God.
one thing to spark up a doobie at a party, but living your life high all the time is no way to live.
Yeah, and she's just like, the stoners are over there.
On the grassy knoll.
Yeah. And I wrote haters in all caps because like they're certified haters. And I'm sure we all knew people that were like that in high school. I had a friend who's no longer a best friend, and he hated that I smoked weed a couple times. He was like,
Yeah.
you're disgusting, you're scum, you're below me. And I was like, you're a piece of shit.
Or where she goes like, no one ever could seriously consider dating them. I'm like, not me. That was my type.
Yeah, no, yeah.
If you were a skater stoner boy, I was like, hard eyes.
Me too. I was like, if you hung out behind the portables, skated, copied my
we were not into
homework.
the jocks.
No.
We were not.
No.
Absolutely not.
God, yes. Okay. I love that they did just like they chose a day just to do like a full photo shoot at school because that's
Yeah.
us as fuck.
Yes.
And I was talking about the art of like in our high school era, which was like MySpace era, how it was a full activity to go to a park and do a full photo shoot. And that was for everyone across the board.
Right, just to pass the time.
Yeah, like all of us were just like, "Hey, do you want to take pictures for MySpace?" Someone would have a digital camera. We'd all go to like it was usually a park or
Mhm.
like a parking lot or something, and we'd all do photo shoots of like different poses hanging off the monkey bars. Like fucking like what are we like from like a
Mhm.
crazy angle? Like it's so funny how we all did the same thing.
Right. It's like it was just so accessible, I guess. Such a low barrier to entry.
Yeah, that's true.
Like it's a public place, they can't kick us out.
You just need some sort of camera
And you need a backdrop.
and you need a backdrop and usually a free space like a park.
Mhm.
So amazing.
It's the people's photo shoot.
That's right. We need to do one of those again. Fucking
Mhm. I
park
have
it
a
up.
cyber shot, man. We could really do some damage.
Hell yeah. I also write the way Ty looks at Cher when she said she was breaking in her purple clogs at school. I was like, that's me to Stacy. Because
I don't remember.
they're at dinner. They're at the dinner table with her father, and he's like, "We're gonna have a nice family meal." And then he's like,
Mhm.
"What'd you do at school today?" And she goes, "Well, I broke in my purple clogs." And then Ty's like, like so happy for
so
her, and I was like,
excited,
"That's me, it's Stacy."
I love that.
It's
I
incredible.
missed that part.
I also miss house parties so much.
Yeah, it was
I
a
miss
fun
them so much.
time.
That's not gonna be a thing again, I don't think.
You don't think so? I feel like we have house parties and they're fun.
Yeah, but they're different because like everyone's like coupled up. It's like a different type of
It's certainly
scenario.
not as rowdy or chaotic.
I think it's like okay, so I think like this I've been thinking about this. I think what was so exciting about going to house parties back in the day was the potential of like something romantic popping off.
Mm-hmm.
When I go to house parties now or any party like with a bunch of people they're like all pretty much coupled up, married, kids, in a like long-term relationship. Like there is not when I go to a house party, it's because I'm like, oh, I get to see my friends. There is like in my mind 0% chance I'm gonna find like a romantic situation. So that whole aspect of it has gotten eliminated. But that's what was so fun about it when we were young.
Oh, see, I was like always kind of coupled up throughout my youth. So
Yes.
I always loved house parties, but not because I thought like, oh, is something romantic gonna happen? It was more just like, who am I gonna meet? Like, who's gonna be here? It was more like the chance to mingle with a group of people who just didn't go to your fucking school.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's like you're so used to seeing the same people all the time and like at your job, the same people all the time. And house parties are one of the few ways you could like break into other people's like bubbles and like see other folks.
True. That's just not why I went. I went because I was like, I want to make out with somebody against that wall over there, and I'm gonna
That
be
one.
3 beers
Mhm,
in, and I'm
mhm.
gonna figure something out, hopefully. And that element just isn't there anymore. They're still fun. I love going to like your
Mhm.
parties. I love going to your parties, but yeah, it's just a different vibe.
Anthony's even been.
Yeah, he went to one of the parties.
Yeah.
First one in 20.
Oh my god. I love that.
That makes me want to cry. Anthony.
And he did a keg stand. And, no, I'm just
Yep,
kidding.
and he met everybody that no,
Flipped off the roof.
no, but
Exactly.
genuinely, everyone was like psyched to meet him because they all knew
Mhm.
that he was our producer, and they're like, "Wait, are you in?"
We're like, that's him.
Yes, and I'm like, "You'll never see him again." But this is like the one time.
Soak it in,
Yep,
people.
it was. They were very excited.
Mhm.
And there's a scene in the party where Elton is literally just like dancing to himself, like not by
So
anyone.
cute. Elton, so good looking.
He's like definitely he was your type,
Well, I
low-key.
feel like, and I do not, I'm almost hesitant to say this because I don't want the hate mail.
Say it, babe.
I feel it's like what Timmy Shams tries to be.
Yeah, I feel like
But
they're
this
similar.
guy like is like just like gorgeous.
Yeah, he's beautiful. What's his? I don't even know what his name is. Did I write his name down?
I don't know his name either.
Hold on.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't. Is it Breckenmeyer?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know his
Yeah,
name.
Elton's so good looking. I was like,
He's very handsome.
I get why like Ty's like, oh my god.
Jeremy Sisto.
Oh, I didn't even write
Jeremy
his name down. Damn,
Sisto. Yeah,
let's fuck.
very good looking gent.
Yeah, he's a handsome laddie.
Of course, he turns out to be a nightmare.
Yeah, he's a dick, and you find out like
As
right
most
after this part.
good-looking teens are.
Unfortunately, especially like the rich
Yeah.
ones. What would my father think? You're a bitch, bitch.
Mhm.
Anyway. Suck and Blow. Dude, I forgot about that game.
I don't think I've ever played.
Oh my god.
It's
Yeah.
very horny.
It's so horny. And I played at an apartment party when I was 19
Oh, hell yeah.
with Andrew. And
Oh,
he pulled the
hell.
same fucking move. I'm saying first names.
Classic.
He pulled the same fucking move as Elton, and I was like, "Oh my god, you're so bad."
You've seen Clueless.
Yeah. I don't even know. I'm sure I had seen it at that point, but I wasn't thinking of it. You know, I hadn't
Mhm.
seen it as many times as I have now. But Suck and Blow, baby, super fun. Rolling with the Homies is iconic. The song
Mhm.
and Brittany Murphy singing. She's so good.
Not rolling with the
Rolling with
homies.
the homies. I'm like, damn girl, okay. And when they're separating into the two cars, so like Cher is with Elton and
Oof.
Ty is with
You
Homegirl.
know it's bad news.
But like that's bad news in and of itself. But all of a sudden, like Brittany Murphy is holding a fucking light up snowman,
Light
and
up
I'm like, where
snowman.
did this
She
come
stole
from?
it from the party.
Okay, I was like, I don't remember seeing this at all, and I
Yeah,
just
there's
saw...
like weirdly a bunch of like Christmas decorations at the Stoner's house.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, where did this? I didn't see it at
Mhm.
all until she gets in the car and she's like, bye. And I was like, what?
I love that little touch because that is such like a high school drunken party touch.
Totally. And my
She's like, I
ex,
stole a snowman.
my
Oh.
ex had that exact one in our bedroom as
Oh.
a nightlight.
Oh, it's too bright.
Yeah.
That's like a daylight.
And it was like, it was vintage. So it was a little bit dimmer, but it was
Mm.
still like, it was very bright.
I would not want to see that when I open my eyes.
It was up all year round. And I was like, I hate this, by the way, but okay.
This guy needs to go.
I'm like, holy shit, I don't. Anyway. Yeah, and that's when you see how big of a piece of shit he is because he's like certain that Cher likes him and wants him, even though she's literally just like, oh, you're my friend.
Yeah, and she's keeps talking about Ty. Pick up the hint, bro.
Yeah, and he's like, you always flirt with me. It's like, no, you're always hanging off her. And she's like,
Mhm.
okay, I'm sitting here at my desk at
And she doesn't
school.
punch you in the face, so you think that that's acquiescence.
Exactly. I'm like, you're a fucking loser. And then like she gets out of the car and he's like, come on, Cher. And he's like, fine. And then he just like
Yeah.
drives off.
Alone, leaving her alone. Doesn't care if she has a ride home.
In
Doesn't
the
care that they're
valley,
at
dog.
Circus Liquor.
She's a young woman
Looking
alone with
fine as hell.
looking fine as hell. And Elia. Ugh, so cute.
Gun to her head.
Uh,
Crazy.
and then she calls, her daddy brother to pick her up.
Her daddy
And,
brother.
and he has his girl in the front seat and she's like quoting who she thinks is Hamlet. And she's like, actually, Hamlet didn't say that. And she's like, I think I remember Hamlet accurately.
And then fucking got her ass.
Yeah,
She's like,
she's
it's
like-
Polonius.
Yeah,
Like,
which it is. The
mhm.
fuck? Shut the
Yeah, he's
fuck
saying
up.
it to Hamlet. Idiot.
Yeah, she's like, well, I remember Mel Gibson accurately. And I was like, period.
Yeah.
No, fuck Mel Gibson, but you know what I'm saying.
I was not expecting a 2001 Space Odyssey reference with the phone.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it showed the phone. It was like,
Dun,
bum,
dun,
bum,
dun,
bum, bum.
dun.
I was like, oh, okay.
We've had that in a couple movies lately.
Yes, it's so common.
Yeah.
And then I did LOL when you see the man that Cher like really lusts over. He like steps into the classroom, and I swear I had like a blank spot for this plotline because I completely forgot.
Oh, yeah, it's so
But
good.
I was just like, okay, I wouldn't expect this to be Cher's type. But then like she's like, he dresses so well, he's like so well groomed, and then of course you find out he's gay.
He's very Rat Pack,
Yeah.
which I would totally
So
fall
cute.
for.
And I was like kind of glad had forgotten about it because it's such a cute little subplot.
And I love that, yeah, because that's like when Cher is finally like actually vulnerable for the first time. She's like
Yes.
putting herself out there. She gets rejected, and then she's like, because she's kind of seen as the person who like knows everything about everything. She knows everything about boys. She knows everything about how you should dress, everything about this and that. And it's the first time where she's just like, why isn't this working for me? It's because he's gay.
Yeah, and she's like, okay. And like then they're friends and it's totally cool. And I was like,
Totally.
love
And they're
this.
really good friends.
I
And
love this.
it's
She
so
helps
cute.
him with his fashion, which is great. His outfits are amazing.
And it's really cool because, okay, so I watched this on the plane right after I went to the Philadelphia Museum of Art, and the sculpture that they're looking at when he like goes over to her house and she's like taking him through all the art pieces and they're talking about how big of investments they are. That was at the museum that I
Oh,
went to. And I was like,
cool.
what the fuck? I have a picture of it and everything. And I was like,
That's so funny.
that's so weird.
You're like, oh hey.
Yeah, I was like, what? Anyway, so crazy.
I was
Um,
laughing out loud at the driving on the freeway scene. When Dion
I was
accidentally gets on the
too.
freeway, it's like one of the funniest scenes. It's incredible.
It's the part that made me laugh the hardest is when Donald turns around, or like Dion's man turns around, and he's like at the top of his fucking lungs. He looks so terrified. It made me laugh so fucking hard.
It's so good.
It's really because that is how it feels.
Mhm.
It's scary as fuck when you're first driving on the freeway.
Oh yeah, and it's funny how large driving looms in this movie, which is very accurate. Like that is like a big fucking deal when you're around
When you're
that
that
age. Like,
age.
are you gonna get your license? Are you gonna get a car? Like, it's scary to learn how to drive. Like, it's a big moment.
It's a huge stepping stone in your independence. And like it's like kind of the stepping stone between like being a full child and a teenager, I'd say.
right. And
you
her
know?
driving test outfit, obsessed with.
Yeah,
I
and
was
she
like, I would never think to put this together. A tight plaid skirt, a long flowy white shirt, and then a crop vest on top.
dude,
Amazing.
I know it's
And
so
the little knee
good.
socks. Ugh.
You would absolutely rock the
I was like,
fuck
I
out of
want to
that
buy
fit.
this exact outfit. I'm obsessed with it.
You could. And actually, I have a shirt in my back seat that might be perfect for you
Oh, hi.
for that because it'll be oversized for you.
Yeah.
So actually, I'll give that to you on
Oh
the
my
way
god.
out.
It's happening.
So anyway, it's happening. I So she's just to take it back for 1 second. She's like going out on her first date with the gay guy. And she walks down, she's wearing this like tight white dress, and she walks down, and the dad was like, "What are you wearing?" She's like, "It's a dress." And he's like, "Says who?" "Calvin Klein." He goes, "It looks like underwear." Just love his voice is so fucking funny and
Mhm.
iconic. God, I love him. Anyway,
He's amazing.
looks like underwear. Put something over it. Anyway. And then he said, "I got a 45 and a shovel. I doubt anyone would miss you." Is wild.
Yeah, and he's big time mob vibes.
Yeah, that was my dad to like all my first dates, which is unfortunate, but anyway. Uh I wrote Ty has the most aggressive waving I've ever
Oh
seen
my gosh, yes.
when they're at that like frat party.
Mm-hmm.
And she had an iconic falling down the stairs in front of everyone moment, just like I did.
What a queen.
What a queen. So good. Good times.
Okay, reaching the end of my notes is just good because I think we got
Yeah, I'll just say they mentioned Monet, which was great. She said something shitty about Monet, so fuck off. The word Hagsville is hilarious. Josh is so cute. The fact that they said friend of Dorothy in this movie is really cool and iconic, and clearly someone who's friends with gay people uh wrote it, because that's like
Right,
very
and it's like nice how they reveal that. Like it's not just like he's a blah blah
yeah,
blah
he's the F
slur or
word.
whatever. Like
Yeah.
don't talk to him. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
And
they're
it's like
like, he's gay,
oh,
bro.
like and she's like oh duh, and she was just like doy.
Yeah, she's like, I should have fucking known
Right,
that. What?
exactly. Like I'm stupid.
And then I wrote, gay men have saved me many times, and I love that a gay man saved Ty at the mall. That was very sweet.
Because those assholes truly out of
They could have
pocket.
literally fucking killed her. Like,
Yes.
absolutely. And then they say Clueless 3 times. I put that in there.
You're
The
like
virgin.
title.
Yep. The virgin who can't drive comment is insane.
So mean.
And Brittany Murphy has famously said that at the time she was also a virgin who couldn't drive.
So she's like, this hurts me.
So she's like, this is a wild thing for me to say to someone else. And then,
Alicia Silverstone's acting is so good. Like her eyes just well up and she just goes, it's way harsh, Ty.
and she looked genuinely hurt by
I
that.
was like, oh, sad.
And then the last thing I wrote was father-daughter pep talk. Those are some of my favorite times in movies, like in Juno, and like probably 10 other movies that I can name, and it's just so fucking cute and sweet. And
so
that's the last note I wrote.
adorable.
And I love the ending. I love that, well, I love that Cher ended up with Josh. I love that Ty ended up with Travis. I love that the teachers ended up together.
I was cracking up that those teachers invited all their students to the
Yeah,
wedding. Again, too trusting.
way
I'd be
too
like, these kids are
trusting.
gonna fuck with us.
Totally, they're gonna make fun of us. They're gonna be fucked. But you know, they probably knew in some capacity that like they helped bring them together. So
Yeah. And I also really loved the adorable apology sesh between Ty and Alicia Silverstone. Like, very cute. They both like said like what I did was wrong. I am sorry. And they're like, oh, I felt awful. And then they're friends again. And I was like, that's cute.
yeah, she's like, and look, I'm crying now. It's just so fucking sweet.
It was really cute.
Such a great ending.
Yeah, and then the bouquet, so great. And
Yep.
yeah, and then I was like, I wonder, it must be a little awkward for the family to be like, wait a second, you guys are like boning now?
You're
Interesting.
like, but the dad seemed pleased with it though.
Is he in the last scene?
Not in that scene, but like in the scene where Josh is like, I should probably go to the party, just keep an eye on her, because he wasn't gonna go. He was just gonna keep working. And then he was like, yeah, I'll keep an eye on her for you. And then the dad keeps working, and he looks up and he like smirks, and
He's
it's
like,
like he just knows what's going. He can clearly tell
he's a
what's
smart
happening
man.
here. Yeah, he's
Oh, and then I was also mad at him though, because there's this big ending piece where like, Alicia, it leads to Alicia realizing that she like loves Josh. But this fucking dickhead lawyer yells at Cher
I
for
hate
like
him.
doing something wrong, and he's like, this is gonna set us back a day, you fucking airhead or whatever. And then Josh stands up for her and is like, oh, she's just trying her best. But I was like, Dad, maybe you should fucking put another associate on this case instead of using the unpaid labor of your children who
Literally,
don't know what they're doing. Like,
totally,
you're so rich, don't be so cheap.
totally. He was being very cheap in that
I
movie.
was like, it's one thing if they're gonna help, but it sounds like you're making them do like a day's worth of work for
I
free.
know, and I was like, because Josh wanted the experience, but it's also like he doesn't have the background to
Yeah.
work on like such a big
Yeah.
case that he'd be responsible. And then the associate shouldn't be so mad at them. He should be like,
Yeah,
we
be
should be
mad at
getting
the
on.
boss for being like, will you stop? Because if I were that lawyer, I'd be like, will you stop putting your kids on this? Because they actually are like screwing stuff up, and it does suck. Like,
Yeah, and that affects you at the end of the day and your
exactly.
fucking paycheck
Don't
and
take it out
other
on the
people's lives.
kids, but like, I understand why he's like, oh my god.
Run million, and it's sad that he like calls her a fucking errand. He's like, go shopping or whatever.
Yeah,
Like, shut the
out
fuck
of
up.
line.
Out of line.
But also, good. I mean, what are you thinking, Dad?
Really, Dad, don't do this. You're
do-
so fucking
Don't
rich.
do
Get
this.
another
There's
associate.
also
you dumbass.
confidentiality concerns, okay?
Yeah, and you're giving it to a literal like
To just your
17-year-old kid or whatever.
Just your
That's insane.
kids finding out all this information.
Oh, it's yikes. But
Uh,
anyway,
Anywho, loved it.
overall, so
Such a
good as
movie.
always.
It's so cute. It's so funny. It's so earnest.
And
And
it's-
Cher is such like a character for the ages.
She really is. Like, if she was placed in a movie right now, it would still be just as fucking good as it was back then, you know?
And I feel like if you were assembling a super team of like fictional characters to like have on your squad, I feel like Cher would be up there.
She would be handling everything. She is empathetic. She's also really logical and full of not only whimsy, but also just like, I don't know, she's like very empowered. And it's moving. It's really, what's the word I'm looking for? Where it like they give it to you.
Empowering?
Not empowering. It's
Affirming?
contagious.
Contagious.
It's very contagious because you walk out being like, yeah, I can like
Do shit.
do whatever I want to. So anyway, really good movie.
Are you ready for some trivia?
I am.
We've already talked about some of this. Though.
Okay.
And I did go a little more hard because I felt like you've seen this movie enough times that I could like get specific. Okay. Number 1. How does Cher convince her PE teacher to change her grade?
She said that an evil man broke her heart.
Correct. Number 2. What does Josh suggest Cher to what does Josh suggest Cher to do to benefit mankind?
Sterilization.
Yes. Which made me
That was
LOL.
really funny.
What play does Josh's girl refer to where Cher absolutely corrects her ass?
Hamlet.
Correct. 4. Why is Cher confused by watching the news?
Because she's like, I thought we declared peace in the Middle East.
Nailed it.
Which is amazing.
That also made me LOL.
Yeah, that's funny.
And then this last one's a fill in the blank.
Okay. Oh, cute. Oh, shit. My bad. I just hit the mic. Okay.
As if this is California, not.
Fuck.
She throws another state under the bus.
Kentucky?
Yes!
Okay.
Wow, nailed it. 100% no.
Yay!
Incredible.
Listen, I tried
All right,
so hard.
And
I
now,
tried so hard.
the personality quiz,
Can't
and
wait.
then we'll get on out of here.
Can't wait.
All right. Let's see. Which Cher? No, which Cher? LOL. Which Clueless
Which,
movie
sure, lol.
character are here? Okay. All right, and this is a BuzzFeed.
Hell yeah.
Perfect. Okay, first things first. How would you describe your personal style? Laid back, chic, bold, comfortable, trendy, sleek.
Laid back.
Laid back.
My
Okay.
mind, on my money, on my money, on my mind.
Choose an iconic 90s gal. Kat from 10 Things I Hate About You, Phoebe from Friends, Juliet from Romeo and Juliet, Ashley from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Josie from Never Been Kissed, or Lisa, Saved by the Bell.
Cat.
Kat. So
She's
cool.
so cool.
Pick an iconic diss from Clueless. What's with oh, this is a good one. What's with you, kid? You think the death of Sammy Davis left room in the Rat Pack?
Oh, that's so good. That's Cher's dad.
You're a virgin who can't drive. That's Brittany Murphy. Do you prefer fashion victim or ensemble challenged?
Amazing.
Is that Cher?
Yep.
Okay,
She's talking to Amber, who copied her outfit.
that's right. You are a snob and a half.
That's a good one. You're a snob and a half.
Isn't that also Cher?
That was Cher to Elton, but actually, I'll
Right.
choose the first one.
Okay.
Cher's
Wait, there's
dad.
more.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, she's a full-on Monet. From far away, it's okay, but up close, it's a big old mess.
No, that pissed me off.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
And then whatever.
Ooh, whatever's great. I'm still gonna do the first one because
That one's
Cher's
just so
dad.
good.
It's so good.
If you could have only one outfit from Cher's closet, which one would you choose? The yellow plaid ensemble, the red plaid ensemble, the red Aliyah dress,
Aliyah.
dress,
Yep.
the pink bridesmaid's dress, the white Calvin Klein slip dress, or the not collarless white shirt from Fred Segal, the driving test outfit.
Oh, yeah. I would probably say the white.
The white Calvin Klein
Yeah,
silk dress.
it's so
Oh,
sexy.
so sexy. Choose something extremely random from Clueless. Cher's loked out Jeep, Elton's Cranberry CD, Amber's dress that she stole from Cher, Dion's Dr. Seuss hat, Ty's Marvin the Martian drawings, or Murray's shaved head.
Oh my God, Marie shaved head is so funny. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. And then she calls his mom. Oh my God, it's so funny.
Okay, it's Friday. Oh no, wait. What is happening?
BuzzFeed.
It just refreshed on me.
I hate when it does
Let me
that.
get these
That's okay, you'll
going.
remember.
Oh, I remember. Okay. And then we said the Calvin Klein dress, and then we said Murray shaved head. Okay. It's Friday night. What are you doing? Vegging out on the couch, going to the mall, binge watching Netflix, party, reading a good book, or I don't know, man, just going with the flow.
I'd probably say going with the flow. I'm always doing something different.
Going with the flow.
Yeah.
Okay. Pick another character from Clueless, because why not? Murray, Mel, Amber, Mr. Hall, Elton, or Miss Geist?
I'd say Murray. He's hilarious.
Murray's great. You are Travis Birkenstock.
Fuck
Woo!
yeah! I was hoping for that.
You got Travis. You're what the kids call chill AF. You're just a positive dude who has the most positive outlook on life. Seriously, you have no flaws. So kudos for being the raddest person ever.
I have no flaws.
I love that.
Talk
Okay.
to Jessica from my theater class. We'll see what she thinks about that. All right. Anyway, okay, here
And
we
he
go.
does do a 12-step program for his weed, which is so funny.
He does. That's really cute. And then he does a little skateboarding tournament, which is really sweet.
Yes.
Okay, first things first, how would you describe your personal style? Laid back, chic, bold, comfortable, trendy, or sleek?
I feel like it's very eclectic.
It is.
Hmm.
I'm trying to maybe chic, maybe comfortable. No,
Mm,
bold? Because you do a bunch of like different types
Let's
of
do
stuff.
bold.
Okay.
Yeah, you never know what I'm gonna wear.
Exactly. Choose an iconic 90s gal. Kat from 10 Things I Hate About You, Phoebe from Friends, Juliet from Romeo and Juliet, Ashley from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Josie from Never Been Kissed, or Lisa from Saved by the Bell.
I'm gonna do Josie from Never Been Kissed. 'Cause
She's
I
so
just love her
iconic.
so much.
I love her too.
Josie Grossi.
Pick an iconic diss from Clueless. What's with you, kid? You think the death of Sammy Davis left room in the rap back? You're a virgin who can't drive. Do you prefer fashion victim or ensemble challenged? You are a snob and a half. Or, no, she's a full. Oh, wait, no, there's two more. No, she's a full on Monet. From far away, it's okay, but up close, it's a big ol' mess. Or, whatever.
I'll do You're a Snob and a Half.
That one's so good. All right. If you could only have one outfit from Cher's closet,
You know which one it is, the
Yep.
driving test.
collarless.
I could not take my eyes off of
I'm telling you, you'll like that shirt that I'm gonna get to. Okay, choose something extremely random from Clueless. Cher's loked out Jeep, Elton's Cranberry CD, Amber's dress that she stole from Cher, Dion's Dr. Seuss hat, Ty's Marvin the Martian drawings, or Murray's shaved head.
I'm gonna go with the Cranberry CD just because I love the Cranberries
I love them
so
too.
much.
I only didn't pick that one because I hate Elton, but like I love
Elton
the
does
Cranberries.
suck, but
The fact that he left it in the
Cranberry
quad
CD,
means
I'll
it's up for
take it.
grabs.
Mhm.
It's Friday night. What are you doing? Vegging out on the couch, going to the mall, binge watching Netflix, party, reading a good book, or I don't know, man, just going with the flow.
I'm with you. It changes a lot.
Yeah.
I'm like, what did I do this Friday? I was out and about, so I'll do party.
Perfect. And finally, pick another character from Clueless, because why not? Murray, Mel, Amber, Mr. Hall, Elton, or Miss Geist.
Mr. Hall.
He's
I love him.
He's so good. You're Ty.
What?
You got Ty. Oh my God, we're together. Ty.
Boy.
You're the wide-eyed ingenue? Yeah.
Ingenue.
Wide-eyed ingenue. Oh yeah, Miss French.
I speak French now. So
Who just wants to fit in. But don't fret, because the version of you that people like best is exactly the person you've been all this time.
Cute.
Yay!
And we're together, of course.
Of course we're
Okay.
together. We
It's
like
very
almost
good.
always end up together in all these quizzes.
Yeah.
But anyways, we love you guys so
We
much.
love you so much. Thanks, Megan, once again for a fire movie.
Yeah, this August,
Megist.
Megist. Why did I call it Mogust? This Megist has been lovely so
Megist.
far.
2 hits back to
Back
back.
to fucking
High
back.
school girlies, the drama.
It's gonna be so iconic when we hit the next 2.
And the next one is 10 Things I Hate About You, right?
Which is another one we've
Holy
also
cannoli.
people have been talking about this one as well.
And another classic high school movie.
Yes.
So
yeah,
that's
so
also like a sub theme.
the 2 high schools are back to back. Can't
Mhm.
wait. Love you guys so much.
Love you. 3 high schools, because Buffy.
True. 3 high school
Yeah.
classy Aches back to back. Anyway, okay. Well,
All right.
we love you and we'll
Love
talk to you guys so
you.
soon. Okay, love you. Bye.
Thank you for listening. Shout out to I Have No Mouth for our delightful theme song and Whitney Vertucci for our beautiful podcast art.
And all of this couldn't be possible without our amazing producer, Anthony, aka DJ Munchausen.
If you have questions for us or would like to advertise with us, please email us at blockbusterwives@gmail.com and please join our Patreon for exclusive bonus content.
As always, please rate, subscribe, and tell all your friends about us.
We love you!
I don't know why Dion's going out with a high school boy. They're like dogs. You have to clean them and feed them, and they're just like these nervous creatures that jump and slobber all over you.